103.4 FM Strain.
Part 1. The Beginning. It was just another ordinary evening. The small town, like usual, was falling into its quiet rhythm. Shops had closed, and the streets were slowly emptying. The light from the TV flickered on, offering nothing more than the usual local news, and you decided to turn on the radio to create some background noise. Maybe listen to some light music, just for comfort. You tune in to 104.3 FM, the local station that usually plays relaxing music and news. You expect nothing unusual, but the sound coming through the airwaves immediately shatters that expectation.
You're listening to 104.3 FM. What am I telling you that you don't hear? What if we're more than just a radio station? What if we're sending you a message?
You immediately raise your head and press the button to switch to another station. It's not uncommon for the radio to be filled with static now and then, but this was different, deep and ominous. Someone on the other end was saying something, but it was far from the usual radio broadcast. Part 2. The Mysterious Signal. You try again, listening intently. Now the voice becomes slightly clearer, but still strange, almost like it's coming not from a nearby station, but from the very heart of darkness. Odd words, phrases that make no sense, either warnings or threats. It feels unsettling.
You can hear us. We're here. But you don't have to know who we are. You don't have to know how we found you. But we found you, and we're here to tell you the truth. You need to understand this, or it will all end.
You can't believe your ears. A cold feeling crawls up your spine. Why you? Why have they chosen you? You turn off the radio, but the voice and those cryptic phrases keep echoing in your mind. The signal you heard can't be random. It was aimed directly at you. Part 3. The Investigation. Unable to shake off the feeling, you start searching for information about 104.3 FM. You want to learn about its owners, its history, anything that could explain this strange broadcast. But the more you look, the less you understand. There's almost nothing online about the station, and all the records and archives seem to be wiped clean. You decide to reach out to local radio experts, hoping for some answers.
Do you think it's just a mistake? Do you think you can turn us off? You can't. We've always been here. We've been following you from the shadows of time.
A growing unease settles in. If the station has been gone for so long, where did the signal come from? It can't just be a coincidence. Someone must have deliberately set it up. But why? You begin to realize that the words you heard in the broadcast weren't just random noise. They were a message, and somehow you've become part of it. Part 4. Diving deeper into the mystery days go by, and the signal reappears. You, almost obsessively, switch the radio back on, tuning in to 104.3 FM. Your heart begins to race. This time, the voice is even clearer, but its tone is more insistent, almost desperate. You sit in silence, listening to every word, feeling an icy chill take over. What do they want from you? Why must you uncover this truth? You decide that you can't let this go. You have to find out who's behind this. You start checking the radio frequencies and equipment for 104.3 FM, trying to figure out where the signal could be coming from. Each time you press a button, it feels as though everything around you is getting more twisted and incomprehensible. You decide to visit the station itself to figure things out firsthand. When you enter the building, you find it old and abandoned. but someone is clearly still doing something there. The signal you've been hearing could very well have originated here. And now you stand before the door, feeling the weight of it all press in on you.
It's impossible. Nothing has happened on 104.3 FM for years. This frequency has been closed for a long time. The radio equipment doesn't work on it. But you say you've heard it? This can't be true. If you're right, then someone has installed equipment to transmit something on this frequency.
Part 5. Fear, Despair, and Revelation. You enter the room and discover an old radio transmitter, still connected to what seems like no power source at all. It's just sitting there in the corner, but something about it feels unnervingly significant. As you touch it, the radio crackles to life. The words sound like a final warning. You stand still, feeling your blood pump in your ears. Opening an old map, you see that the location where the signal came from is tied to ancient coordinates. This isn't just a place on a map. It's the site of an ancient civilization. It's exactly where the chain of events that led to this moment began. You realize that this isn't just some fluke. Someone is using this knowledge and technology to change the world, and now you're part of it. You've been caught in something far larger than you can understand. You turn back to the radio, and suddenly the signal cuts off.
You've been searching for us, and you've found us. Do you want to know the truth? The truth is not what you thought. We are not just a radio station. We are not just a signal. We are your future, your past, and your choices. You have heard us, but you do not understand.
The station falls silent. You understand now that this isn't the end. It's only the beginning. And the mystery you've just touched could change everything. Part 6. The Descent into the Unknown. Your mind races as you try to comprehend what just happened. The room feels colder, and the walls seem to close in on you. But there's more to this, more than you can grasp right now. You must go deeper. You begin following the cryptic clues left behind by the broadcasts. Each message is a piece of a larger puzzle, leading you down a dark and winding path. Every step brings more questions than answers. You try to connect the dots, but it's like chasing shadows in the dark. Yet you can't stop now. You visit more places mentioned in the signals. Strange occurrences follow you. People you meet seem to know things they shouldn't, and hints of a hidden network become clearer. The deeper you go, the more unsettling the whole thing becomes. You're at a crossroads. The truth is within reach, but so is the danger. The journey may cost you everything you hold dear, but how can you turn back now? The signal has already led you this far. The radio hums faintly in the distance, and you know it's calling you again. But now you must choose. Will you uncover the truth, or will you leave it all behind and walk away from the abyss? The end.